Hi everybody and welcome to Survival Dads. So today I've come into the woods with my backpack and I'm going to be kind of doing a test run of a new shelter that I want to try out. So this is a bug net shelter, no poles or anything. So basically what I want to do is set it up, see if I can get a tarp over it and do a little dry run. So if I finish work late at night, which I normally do, I'm able to come into the woods for an overnighter and hopefully set up in the dark. So yeah, that's what I'm trying out now. Okay, so this is it. It was about £10 on eBay. It's unbranded. Yeah, but I'm gonna give it a go. I want to do more bivvy camping, but I don't want to wake up with slugs on me, and I hate creepy crawlies. So that's why I wanted a bug net, even in the depths of winter, because they're still out there and I don't like them. So yeah, so like I say, no poles, doesn't come with any pegs I don't think, but hopefully it'll work. So I'll set it up and I'll show you what it's like. Okay, so that is the corners pegged out. Now time to pull it up. There you go. It is as simple as that. Okay, so here we are all set up. Definitely big enough for one man and his kit, or two people if you want to be nice and close together. The mesh is pretty fine. I don't think anything's going to get through that, but it's something I have to test in the summer months. You can use a ridgeline, or what I've done, a bit easier. Just use two simple guys going out to hold it nice and tight. You have a nice large entrance on the side there. And you also have an entrance here on the top ends, well, just on the top end. If I unzip, really a bug trying to get in. Here we can see we have a pocket on that side and a pocket at that end. The mat, it is water resistant. I don't know how good it will be on really swampy, marshy ground, but in that situation I would probably put a ground sheet down underneath it just to get a bit more protection. But for about a tenner, it's pretty good. Double zips. You've got toggles there so you can roll the doors down or up as you see fit. Happy. Okay, so this is perfect as is for a dry night. I'm definitely going to keep the bugs off me and some leaves. But what if it's going to rain? Well, just put a tarp over it. The beauty of this over, I think, a traditional tent, it's kind of like, it's a bit like a hammock. If you didn't want it up, you could just take the guys down and leave it flat on the floor, and then you have your tarp over, much like a hammock, that gives you a lot of floor space. We all know how difficult it can be getting changed into your clothes or getting out of damp clothes in a small tent. With this, if you have a tarp over, that negates that problem. You've got plenty of room to manoeuvre around. So I'll put a tarp over it and see what it's like there. I'd also like to point out that it is actually compatible with walking poles or sticks, basically. So you can actually use a stick or a walking pole at either end to hold up the ridge. So if you're not in the woods, that's another option for you. Time to get in. am so muddy, it's ridiculous. And rim. Good thing about this over traditional 1 and 2 man tents is because of the ridge design, you can actually stand up while still being on the ground mat. So you haven't got to get wet socks in the morning. Definitely a bonus. Also good for those with limited mobility. You're able to get out, basically to stand up without kind of crawling out. So that's a good bonus. I should mention, you have 2 hooks inside for hanging lights or anything like that. So that's quite neat. In terms of space, if I put my feet down at the very bottom and lay back, I have about 1.5 foot of space above me, so plenty of room for a pillow, a taller person, or your rucksack. There's loads of room in here, it's lovely. I'm able to sit up quite comfortably, and I have 360-degree vision with all the mesh covering me. So I'm not going to get eaten alive, but I can still see nature, the stars, and still feel that nice gentle breeze through the mesh. So that's definitely a good bonus. The ground mat itself, it is really muddy and wet in the woods right now. Nothing is coming through so far, so that's definitely a bonus. As I mentioned earlier, if you are in kind of really wet terrain, I'd probably recommend putting a ground mat down beneath this, but at the moment it seems to be doing really good. So yeah, really pleased with this. Getting your boots on is a lot easier in this than a 1 man tent as well. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It's a godsend. Okay, so I've put a tarp over my mesh tent shelter. As tradition on Survival Dads, I've done an absolutely terrible job of it. I didn't really measure out the trees properly, but hopefully it gives you an idea of what I'm getting at in the terms of you have more space. And also the beauty of a tarp shelter is if the weather does close in and it's pretty horrible, or you expect horrible weather, you can bring the sides down and even close the ends to kind of make a large tent shelter. So I'll kind of show you what I've done. So as you can see, that tree over there has a lot of branches. I don't want to break them for no reason, so I've kind of worked around it. You can see the back is nice and covered up. And I say also you can bring that right down if required. And obviously here's the front. And inside, you obviously have a lot of room to kind of manoeuvre and move around. So, really happy. Okay, so what do you think of the mesh tent shelter system thing? I think it's really cool. For the price that it is, I think it definitely deserves a place in everyone's kit. Definitely going to be using this a lot more in the summer. This will provide plenty of airflow and allow me to experience the sun and the stars without putting myself at risk of slug attack, midge attack and mosquitoes. Oh, and the spiders, don't forget the spiders. So yeah, really pleased with this. It's really easy to set up, just 4 pegs and then 2 ropes or a ridgeline, whichever you think is easier for you. It's roomy, and yeah, definitely a bargain buy, and I'm glad I've got it in my inventory. So thanks for watching. I'll put a link of where you can pick something like this up from in the description below. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.